Welcome back to another edition of Unconformed Liverpool Match Review. My name is Roman, and we are going to be reviewing Liverpool versus Manchester City. This is the big one, boys. This is the one that we need to win, right? Arsenal pulled out that result against Brentford today. A hard-fought game. Kai Havertz saved them at the end there, but I think Arsenal's probably the last team we need to be worried about right now, in my honest opinion. I know I'm not the biggest fan of Arsenal and their fans, but for me, I think this is the most important game of the season. I think this game will end up defining the season, and really, I think this game is for who wins the title, right? I think if a draw happens, I think the title race continues to roar on, and probably all the way up until the last day. If Liverpool win, I think that's it. I think the title race is over. I think it's Liverpool's to have, and I think they will end up winning it by 1 or 2 points at the end of the league, or at the end of the league. Excuse me. If Man City end up winning this, I think the same thing will happen. I think it's 1 and 2 for those two. I know Arsenal fans, they talk a lot about, we could catch up. In all actuality, I think their chances to secure the title, because the margins in modern day football, especially in this league, in this specific Premier League that we're playing in right now, they're so thin. There's not very much room for errors. And I think they've already made too many errors and have kind of ruled themselves out of the title race. With the way that Pep is and the way that team operates, you have to damn near be perfect to win a title. You can lose maybe max 2 times, right? And draw maybe max 5 or 6 times to secure the title. I mean, there's been times where we've broken over 90 points and still lost the title to them, right? So you have to be damn near perfect in order to beat them. And I think Arsenal have already kind of ridden themselves out of the story. I know they really want to say this is a 3-horse race, but for me, I think it's already done. I think Liverpool, after this weekend, if we get the result, they'll stay perfect for the rest of the season. The run that they're on is absolutely incredible. Really, the only loss that Liverpool has had is that loss to Arsenal. And I think if Man City gets the result this weekend, I think that'll give them enough confidence to stay perfect for the rest of the season. And this is coming from a Liverpool fan here, and I'm just being honest, just giving an honest perspective on this. But for my predicted 11, I'm going with Queen Callagher, right, as you properly pronounced his name, in the net. He was looking a lot like Alisson Becker, and I don't know, some of these saves that he's making, I'm like, is Alisson gonna have a spot left in the team when Alisson eventually gets back? Of course he is, and I think Callagher is gonna end up moving on, and whoever gets him is gonna have a 5-star goalkeeper. He is incredible, but the back line is going to be Gomez at right back. I think we're going to end up trusting him there. I think it's going to be Ibu with Virgil van Dijk, VVD. I saw that Ibu coming off in that last game was more of a precaution than it was that he actually had an injury, and that's phenomenal news. And then at left back, Corbell and Rambo, right? Strong back line. The only one that I would probably maybe switch out is Gomez for Alexander-Arnold if he was fit, but Gomez is a very good deputy for him, and that's a strong back line, a very sound defensive back line. So I'm really looking forward to see how they handle Phil Foden and how they handle Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland coming at them, right? But I think they should get the job done. Midfield 3. The midfield 3 we've all been waiting to see. The old midfield 3 we all been wanting is Endo in that holding, Szoboszlai on the right-hand side, and Maka on the left-hand side. I think that midfield gets it done. Maka is in phenomenal form. Endo is in even better form. He hasn't had a bad game, and I want to say maybe over 2 months or so. With him in there, he gives Maka so much confidence, and I'm really interested to see how Sabo blends in with this midfield. But I think that's the one that's going to end up happening. And I think the game will be won and lost in that midfield. And I trust those 3 to win it there. Should be a good battle, though. Should be a very good battle. Front 3, our 3 kings, right? Mohamed Salah, Darwin Nunez, who is in phenomenal form and who is the last guy you want to see in front of you right now, and Luis Diaz, who is also in phenomenal form as well. I don't think he gets enough props, and he's not talked about enough lately. Luis Diaz is in great form, phenomenal ball control, can dribble out of any situation and just digs chances out of nothing, really. And I think he's going to be very important for this game, actually. So in the player that I say keep an eye on in this match, it's actually Luis Diaz for me. It's Luis Diaz for me. I think he's going to give Kyle Walker a lot to think about. And I think Kyle Walker gives Manchester City a lot of the dimension that they have because he plays a center back, right center back, and then sweeps in and plays a right back, his traditional position, a lot. And if Diaz can keep him pinned, I think a lot of those options go out of the window. And if he can frustrate him, getting him to commit fouls like Luis Diaz does a lot, I think he could be in for a long night. Mohamed Salah on that left, on the right-hand wing, Guardiola or Ake or Akanji, whoever they end up putting on that left-hand side, is going to have a tough, long day. Salah loves playing against Manchester City. He loves showing out against Manchester City, and he looks damn sharp right now. I think the past month that he's had off has just revitalized his legs. He looks like he's back in his prime Salah. Like he's been in his prime, but I'm talking about when Salah was banging in 40 goals in a season. He looks that sharp. Just the little cameos that we had this past week and then one last month, he looks so good. And whoever's on that right wing or that left back position for Manchester City, they better hope to hell they get some injury news against Mohamed Salah, because I think if he plays, Liverpool wins. In my personal opinion, he's the game changer for me, right? But hats off to Liverpool's physios and training staff for getting these boys ready for this match. I know we've had a lot of talk about, why are our boys not playing at the Carabao Cup final, all that kind of stuff. But this training staff, they knew which one was the most important game, and it was this one. A lot of these guys could have came back last week or even the week before that, but they paced them. They made sure these guys were fit and ready for this game, this important game. So hats off to them. I know they get a lot of flack because we get a lot of injuries, but no, they stepped up big time for this, and I see why, right? We need Anfield in that 60,000 person voice this week, and we know we are going to make that hell for Manchester City. It has gone on record that they absolutely hate playing at Anfield because of our fans, and I think it's going to be even more intense now that we have more people there. The capacity has been expanded. The bus that they come in on, we scared them last time. I think we'll scare them again this time. And then, of course, their locker rooms is right under the Kop, so they're going to hear us stomping and banging literally before they even come out. Pep has gone on record saying it's the most difficult place to go and get a result in. I think they're coming into the Lions' Den this weekend. It should be a good game. My prediction is 2-0. I think even though Foden and De Bruyne and Haaland, they're scary right now. They're in good form. I think Anfield is going to be too much for this team, and I think we're going to secure a 2-0 win. Let me know what you guys think. It should be a good weekend. I will see you guys tomorrow for the live stream. I'll be coming on 15 minutes before kickoff to hang out, but I'll be watching. I'll be there. Tap in if you guys are available and you guys aren't watching any other streams or you're not watching by yourselves. I'll be more than happy to watch with you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. You'll never walk alone. Up the Reds. Let's get it.